Okay, let's see some questions. Can you tell us anything about Longchenpa? Not really, because I don't remember. But Wikipedia tells you. Wikipedia remembers the stuff much better than I do. What advice would you give to those with a secular mindset who are struggling to come to terms with the religious/supernatural elements of open heart teachings? Thanks. Supernatural religious? What the? Is there religious or supernatural things in our teachings? Well, I guess there are. Well, rationally. Always rationally, with common sense. I know that I've heard it many times throughout the years that some people with that secular mindset can be very reserved about Guru Yoga, for example, Tantric Guru Yoga. What? Non-physical entities, ghosts, spirits, if we let's think about this a little bit. Practices such as Guru Yoga are practiced in all main religions: Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, Shintoism. Are there other big religions? Judaism? Islam? Yes, in Sufism, yeah. So practices such as Guru Yoga where devotees or followers or practitioners turn to some saint or a master. There are millions and millions of people like that who do these practices on daily basis around the world. That's a fact. It is very easy to chant a mantra and get the experience, at least some experience of what the mantra brings with it. But if somebody is not willing to do that, no point in forcing, no point in twisting arm. It is wonderful and it's fun, but if somebody is not ready, then no point in trying to convince others. But if it happens to be you, somebody here, if you struggle with this aspect of open heart, stick with your own experience. Right? And accumulating experiences through practice sessions, that's the way how to way to go about it. There is never any other way for meditators, yogis, except through personal first-hand experience, whatever it is. Also, like in generally, it is good to, whether you have secular mindset or religious slash supernatural mindset, it's good to educate yourself about the Dharma in general. Read books, listen to lectures by teachers of sutra, sutra teachings and tantra teachings. Familiarize yourself with things. Get a context. I understand that what I sometimes say, what I present, might sound strange, weird. But as I always say, never believe me. If something that I say is of no relevance to your practice, just leave it. Take what is relevant to your practice. In that sense, have a common sense. And stick with your practice. Also, if like somebody has a secular mindset and is interested in Dharma, there's plenty of sutra teachings, Theravadan teachings, Zen teachings, and so on. So if tantric teachings seem too strange, somehow other choices. Taking angry personal thoughts onto the path. There are a few people I sometimes think I would like to do physical harm to. Usually I think of that person and anger arises. Above is just a thought, obviously. How should I bring this into my practice to resolve it? Should I allow myself to have the anger and express it somehow? Yeah. It's not a problem to have weird, absurd, violent, scary, or angry thoughts or emotions. It's not a mistake. Just like I said, having these monkeys is, we all have them. And some monkeys are more ugly and, more aggressive than others. So what to do with that? We all have our favorite bad memories or favorite bad reactions. You can think of your own favorite. What is difficult for you? What a person or something or matter. But because some things or some people, I said that favorite, bad, favorite. So the strongest, what causes strong reactions. So what causes this strong reaction is the self-charge in that thought. Self-charge. You in that thought. Me-ness in that thought. Because if the self-charge is strong, that particular thought is very sticky. It happens fast and it comes with power. But that's also actually when you are able to be with that monkey, just witness it, and it starts to become illuminated through. Can you say that? Illuminated through? Like light of awareness starts to go through it and seep through it. Then the more there is realization, the more it frees. So I think that kind of the key moment with that particular monkey is the moment when you start realizing that when you are mindful of that anger coming up, before it sticks. Because if that mindfulness, awareness is not there, it comes and you're already losing it. Right? So that short moment, training in that attentiveness regarding this stuff, training yourself day and night, in being aware of this stuff before it throws you over, pushes you over, grabs you. And again, this is just basic Vipassana instruction. Basic sutra style Vipassana. Right? You just have to make it work for yourself. And you have to be smart too. Like you have to actually learn what it means to make Vipassana your own, so that you come to master that practice. You come to learn and then become advanced, and then you master in that practice. Nobody else can do it for you. We can only do it for ourselves, because it's our own self-delusion, it's our own dukkha. Gurus, Mahasiddha gurus can help tremendously in this process. For example, if you have a dark night period, practicing Guru Yoga, in my experience, has been indispensable, because when you get somebody next to you who's fully enlightened, completely pure and clear, and you hang around with such a person, with such a master, you get a relief. Because it's like being next to a sun. It illuminates. It's like it gives wind under your wings. Enjoying the shade of a big tree. So Guru Yoga is very useful. In a recent posting on Facebook, you made a refer to instructions of Red Tara / Gurukulla. Red Tara and Gurukulla are interchangeable names for the same deity. Instructions of Red Tara practice for sexual desires. For me, sexual desires represent a very powerful attachment magnet. Can you elaborate on the instructions of Red Tara Gurukulla practice for sexual desires? The practice that I referred to is a very simple practice, and it can be done with either of the red deities that we have. We have two of them in Open Heart Yoga. The first one is in the first empowerment level, which is Vajra Yogini. Vajra Yogini. And the second one is Red Tara or Gurukulla, which is in third empowerment. So pacifying sexual desires. Well, that's a big one. Like sexual desire for a human being. That's one of the. Well, maybe I even shouldn't say one. I mean it's like a main desire. Something really. Something really basic for a human being. First, we identify ourselves as human beings. Then we identify ourselves as a gender. And gender has sexual desires. Gender comes with sexual desires. In general, Vajra Yogini practice or Gurukulla practice, either of them, if you have had the empowerment, can be in general practiced, just chanting the name mantra of the deity, and it will have an effect on desires, sexual desires or other kinds of desires or passions. There is also, how many of you have learned open heart yoga level 2? Raise it higher so I can see better. Like a.
You don't mean the second empowerment, you just mean
Yeah, the techniques level 2, about maybe less than half, about half. So the practice that I was talking about specifically was in level 2 and level 3. There are Chandali techniques where you hold the breath in a particular way, and the practice that I was referring to is one like a additional Chandali practice. I haven't included it in open heart yoga system. You all have received the first empowerment, right? Is there somebody who hasn't received Tibetan heart yoga, open heart yoga empowerment? Everybody has it. So that means everybody has Vajrayogini. Do you want me to teach that practice to you tomorrow? Okay, then I will teach it to you tomorrow. So tomorrow when we start Dharma talk, you can grab a pear and take your clothes off. I had to say it. Well, seriously, it's a simple and short yogic exercise where you repeat the mantra and hold the breath and move your attention in a particular way. It has nothing to do with nudity or sexual organs or anything like that. So. Okay, let's sit for 2 minutes before break.